play for YouTube. But I think I found a workaround to that. I think I did. So give me 1 second. I'll be reading in the chat. Oh, let me just see if I missed a message before I say that. Oh, my phone's about to die too. Going for months? Oh, man. Is that helpful for you? Like, I'm assuming it's over the board. It's really helpful. I need a charger as well. I recorded a fun video today that'll be coming out tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just getting everything taken care of here. Let me charge this. Sorry, got a lot of things, a lot of moving parts. First time trying the music. I'm gonna make sure it sounds good. And then, oh, is this live? Am I live here? In like 2 minutes, it'll be back to how it usually is. All right, let's see. Yeah, you can't hear the music. Okay, perfect. That works out perfect. So yeah, if you're on TikTok, you can hear the music, right? I'm pretty sure you can. What's going on, Amy? How you doing? I'm pretty sure you can. I just want to make sure that it's actually working. But yeah, let's get the chess started. And now, I played some chess games. I didn't actually practice. I realized that after I recorded the video that I didn't practice beforehand. You can hear it? Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Is it too loud? Is it loud enough? What's going on, Ryan? Is it loud enough? Is it too loud? It sounded, honestly, perfect there. I tried to do what I could without being able to hear it. You could just see, like, the volume of it. But yeah, I created a tournament. I think we have enough people, honestly, already. So we create the tourney. If not, we'll just go to puzzles. Maybe that's what I should do instead of doing it the other way. Perfect? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you very much. Because I only had, like, I don't know if you've, like, used audio, like, stuff before. But you can just see, like, the length, like, how loud it's getting. Because you can't test it. Which is horrible. Like, you should be able to test how loud something sounds before that. Let's see. First, TikTok stream with music. Alright. And also, tomorrow, a fun video. If you like the NBA and chess, that is for you tomorrow. But let's go here and create this tournament. I can't be on forever. I have a quiz tomorrow. But I have some time before I go to the help room, honestly. Not I want to study solo. I need some help with it. So, we can definitely stream beforehand. Let's set this up. 3 + 0 an hour, and it looks good. So I'm going to put it in chat for those watching on Twitch and YouTube. And then you did what they say, Liam. You told them, like, what did you say about me? Out of curiosity. Let's put here in the notes section. And then if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, I just want to confirm, you guys can't hear the music, right? You guys can't hear anything besides me. All right, I've just posted this in the chat. If you're in the notes. If you're watching on TikTok, it is there. Is this 5-0? No, this is 3-0. I should do some warm-up. Let's do a puzzle battle. Gift card. Man, that'd be fire, Amy. What do you usually get when you do it here? And appreciate those likes there on TikTok. Close again on 5. I usually get around 30 right now. I'm trying to get this up, though. I'm trying to get this up. Because I feel like I can get to 35 consistently or 40. Because I get 40 on Puzzle Storm, which is similar difficulty, but I can't do it here for some reason. I guess there's more than 3 minutes there, though. But still, I should be able to get a little bit higher than I'm getting right now. But the rook's going to slide in and take this way. And we have the tournament, the link for the tournament there right now for those who are interested. Rook's going to slide over. Checkmate here. It'll be mate in 3. Take this. All right, we have the white pieces. So this is going to be checkmate down here. And then rook here for checkmate. We have the black pieces. So do you just take and then you push the pawn all the way up here? Oh man, thank you. I guess I am a chess YouTuber. We do have music there. So you didn't hear on the other side then, Ryan? The tournament starts in probably, I don't know, I think like 4 minutes. It should start pretty soon. I just made it. But yeah, Ryan, I just want to be clear because I cannot have it play on YouTube or Twitch. So if you didn't hear it on Twitch, it's not on YouTube. Just want to make sure it's not on that part. But the pawn's going to go forward. I have the white pieces. I'm thinking we're just going to go down here with the pawn. Yeah, and then you can go rook down. And you're going to go get the queen here. We're 10 for 10. 11 for 11. The knight's going to slide in. We can give this... Oh, the check here might be better, though. Because here you give the king an escape square. Check here. And you might have mate here at the end. And I appreciate all those likes on TikTok. Jazzy, we're at almost at 100 there. Yeah, we take this. The queen's going to capture here on F2. Going to go down. And checkmate here. Alright, next up, we can go capture. No, okay, the queen's hanging. I don't know, but I feel like it has to be something with this. If you take... No. I don't think that's it. And then Rob Vortex, thank you for all those likes there. And then give me 1 sec. Again, if you want to join from TikTok and you don't know how. You didn't hear any music? Okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to join from TikTok, you don't know how. Join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess. The same thing as the TikTok username. And once you're in there, go to the notes section. There'll be a link for the tournament there. And yeah, we have a 3-0. Oh, I'll post another video today if you want to keep up with the CCL. What's going on, Bears? We're doing puzzles. So I'm doing this to start off. We have the link for the tournament if you want to join. And they're at 21, so I gotta catch up. This is going to be me. All right, we got to get 7 right and we'll get the win. Check. Here. All right, 6 more right. 5 more right. All right, next up. Here. 4 more right. Check. And then checkmate 3 more and we'll get the win. We have the black pieces. This is free. And then, oh, check. And you get the queen here. All right, 2 more correct and we can win it. Checkmate 1 more right. Down. And then we get it. All right. Let's go see how people were in the tournament. We need 3 besides myself. We have enough, so it won't get canceled here. I cannot believe you guessed it first either. That's crazy. But yeah, let's put this here in the chat for those watching on YouTube and Twitch one more time. Getting it, you got the month and the day right on your was it your second guess after December? I mean, that is truly insane. All right, that's good. That's a good habit. I enjoy working out as well. I don't like dang, my phone's on the charge. I don't like the cardio as much. I know you're supposed to do it. Oh, that's probably, okay. I prefer like tricep exercises and stuff like that. But I know that I do like to run. But I don't like the cardio like in the gym, the treadmill type of thing. Not as much of a fan. But yeah, 6 people in here. 7 people in here, excuse me. I'm the highest rated, although I do not feel like I've performed like that the last couple. Let's see if we can turn that around though. But 40 seconds remain. Let's go to the daily games. We can do this a little bit here. What's going on, Eliza? How are you doing today? I saw you like at 2100 rapid. I don't know why I was looking. Oh yeah, because I was looking at my rapid rating, and I was seeing where I was amongst my friends. Very high rapid rating. But the queen's going to slide over. All right, here. I think we can honestly just go to endgame. I think it doesn't matter that much. I think it's just losing because of the pawn difference. All right, the bishop's going to slide. They have bishop here, so you have to go rook back then to stop them from moving their bishop in there to d7. All right, in this next game, they don't go for the queen trade because they go to attack this bishop instead. We'll take check because we're up a pawn in this one and drop our bishop back to g2 in order to guard there on h3. Up here to e3. And then let's go here to the tournament. I think it's about to start. Yeah, it just started. All right. e4. Let's go here to e5. And we're down some time right now. All right, e4, e5. The knight's going to jump up. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't want to get... Almost got timed out there. Or it almost took me out the game. The bishop going to go here to e7. We can go up, or take this up here to h6. And then we can go b6 and bishop to b7. And then we can slide our knight to c6, or c6 as well with our pawn. Yeah, I like this idea of attacking towards the center. Then be knight to d7 as well. Appreciate that, Bears. Yeah, I was moving a little bit too slow there. I almost missed it. We got here just in time. Then, oh yes, the knight slides in. Oh no, very bad start. All right, let's lock in. Not the start you want to see. Yeah. Alright, this is hanging now as well. This one is just almost over. You just have to guard this because it was a free pawn there otherwise. 226. Alright, we gotta not do what we just did. We have a pawn here at h6 to start the game off. Let's go knight d7 and then like knight e5, a6. They move their bishop in instead. They're getting aggressive. We need to get some of their pieces out of the way. Let's go knight here actually first. Let's give some more protection on the king side. Now this is very caged up here. They go for it, and this is kind of the problem with it being so caged up. They have ways to break through. I think we're just going to move our knight back, though, out the way and go for the exchange, because we're just down a pawn. Like, it looks horrible, and it's not good, but it is just one pawn. And we have our queen still on the board, so it's not the worst thing. But again, it's not obviously not the best thing. You'd rather be up the material. We're looking to take there on e7. And then next, probably castle queenside. But they push their pawn forward here, looking to guard this. I want to try and go after their knight there. Oh, wait. What if you go here now? Isn't it just trapped? I think the bishop's just trapped. With up here to f6. The rook is guarding this being checkmate. This is almost checkmate, which is hilarious. But you do guard it somehow. And even if you win this bishop, it's not like it's perfect because your king is stuck in the center. But I would say one problem at a time. We can't play chess 10 moves ahead. I mean, you can think that far ahead, but you can't play the game that far ahead. Are they setting up a mate idea? The only thing I'll say with that is I think I have a way to hold it. Or do I counter sack this? Or I counter sack the knight? I don't know if I have to do that. Oh, you know what? We could go knight here. Looking to attack the bishop. And if their knight moves, and once we take, we could even go rook up to guard that. But they move in. Alright, you can't go up. I may have to counter sack. Or do you rook capture? That's probably better too. Yeah, rook capture. Here. The king is just so weak. That's the only problem. My king is so weak. So long term, I don't know if this is good. Oh, no, that's wrong. No, I think they made a slight mistake there. Yeah, I think they could have done something else. They slide over. Now we get... Ah, wow. This is quite the position. I need my king to get to safety. Here would do it, right? If you go here, because you're guarding... Yeah, they're going to go in. Yeah, I can't do much about that. Let's just castle here. So I don't know how I didn't lose the game. Maybe I am losing. What's going on? I dropped on h6 early, and I found a tactic to not lose the game from that immediately. I just need to get my king here, and I think we're safe. Okay, let's go over. This is crazy. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, that's just free now. Okay. We're going to go knight here in the center. And then we're going to have to take... Dude, I don't know what is going on in this game. But the knight's here now in the center on e4. If they take, we'll take with the rook. Our king is now safe. The worst of it is over. We got our king out the way of the huge attack. And now they go for this fork. So you pretty much have to take it. From what I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't think there's another option. But you have this idea of a fork now, right? Oh, no, you don't. Here they have queen in. What a sneaky idea. Knight's going to have to drop back guarding the mating square. Wow, what an idea. I almost missed that completely. That would have been game over. I just have to do this. Oh my god, that's nasty. Wow, that's checkmate. And then there's mate. You can't even do anything about that. The queen slides back with rook. GG. That's probably well-deserved. Because I almost drew that game. Did not deserve to draw that game. That's a crazy conversion at the end. Let's go to game number 2, though. I wish I could show that more. This was an arena. I would definitely go through that a little bit more. They go up here to c4. Bishop here to c5. Appreciate that, Ryan. Yeah, I will probably make a playlist in the future. This is kind of a spur-of-the-moment idea. I was sitting there thinking, because yesterday someone said I should play music, and I had told them I can't. And I was like, wait, actually I can now. Because I usually can't. Like, when I stream on Streamlabs, it's not possible. But when I stream on TikTok Studio, I actually can. So I figured out how to do both. Block with knight. I don't think the knight went that way. Well, did it go that way? Hold on, I'll check after. I looked at the knight. I could have just missed it. But I looked at the knight and I didn't see it. Let's go up here. Looking to guard this. Because if the knight was on... Oh, wait, yeah. Huh. I guess you could have blocked with the knight if it's on c5. No, but no, because they... Oh, yeah, no, you can't. Because, it's on c5, and they went qc6 check. But, yeah, they went knight here to g5. They're going to take this queen here. The music's too loud? Okay. I can try and turn it down then. But they're looking here on f7. Rook can slide over here to f8. Then we can go knight here to e4. Okay, push the pawn forward. We can go up maybe here. Look to go to d5. Looking to attack the bishop. And then knight to d7. They slide in. It's going to be a free knight here. Alright, this one's going to be a win. So we're going to have queen here to h4. Honestly, we can do a polo too. I forgot that I have the capability to do that now. Let me do this, because I guess it's only on TikTok, so this is perfectly fine. I'm going to make a poll about how the music is sounding. Let's see. Quick. Is it... Oh, wait, no. Is create new. Yes, here we go. Music too loud. Alright. Yes, and then no. And then just vote on that, please, if you're watching on TikTok. It'd be much appreciated, because I can only hear it, like, at the start of the stream. I can't test it. Alright, I just made it there. Let's full screen this again. Appreciate all the likes on TikTok. Closing in on 1,000. Alright, they're going to go here. Queen's going to slide up. Look. We're here attacking here on f2. Looking for a mate here. Check. Then we can go back here. And there should be mate eventually. This is also free. I'll take this rook first. And then we can slide back here. Check. And then go down. But they're trying to get out the way of this. So do you go get bishop here, check, to get it out, so it can't go that way. That might be it. So you keep it on this side of the board. And now you have the queen sliding in. This is crazy. How is there not a mate? Check. There's not a mate. Somehow. I'm very confused how this is not mate. We're just going to go here and get a queen. They can take this. We're going to get a queen. And then we're going to get mate here laterally. Alright, let's see. Alright, they move here. We're going to take this bishop as well. Then we can go all the way down and try and get the queen here. Alright, we'll turn this down a little bit. Let's see, how do I do that? Because I just see one vote. Turn this down here. Okay, I have the volume, so how does it sound now? They move their knight in. We're going to get a queen on this next turn. And we're just going to look to get mate eventually. Take. I have no clue how I've not got checkmate yet. Okay. Check here. And they're looking to take this. Let me listen to it. They go down. Oh, here we go. Finally. Finally. All right, let's go to this next game. We're 1 for 2 after losing that first game. We're playing the person who beat us last game with the same color. Let's see if we can switch the result. Alright, we're playing the Petrov again. I almost want to just go knight. Let's try knight c6. Because that's actually the computer recommended move. I just don't play this ever. So I am confused. Like, what do you do? Do you take this? I guess you would take this. And then you just go up here to D. This is like the same. This is like a transposition to the same position, though. We're going to go up here, bishop e7. Midnight. So if you want to join in this tournament, the way you can join in, you join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess. It's the same thing as my username on TikTok. Once you're going to go to the notes section, and there'll be a link for the tournament. Move our bishop here, looking to attack diagonally. Didn't feel... Oh, yeah. I mean, losing isn't the most fun thing, so I can understand that. I want to go up here to c6, except they have this tactic. Oh, they go for a break. Interesting idea. Take. I mean, you kind of have to take it, don't know. I think you do have to take it. But then they move their queen. Yeah, this is not a great scenario. Now, you might have to capture. And then go queen here to c to get out the way of the rook sliding in. So you're going to have to castle to the king side here. There's not really a way you can not castle king side. Knight slides in. Oof. I'm definitely feeling like I should have played something. No. The knight's going to go here for the check. This is bad. You can go up, take. And then that's hanging at the end too, which is the problem. Here, take. whatever slides down, you're running into an issue. So do you go knight back? But then they slide in here. So do you go up, take, check, over, take. Don't know if there's a way out of this one. I may just have to give this up. Or do you slide here, but then there. Bishop back, is that the only move? You might have to go bishop back here to d8. That doesn't feel right, though. What's going on, NWA? My birthday? Not my birthday. I haven't streamed on my birthday. But we're going bishop back here to d8, looking to guard this pawn. Oh, you can't go c6 like I was about to go. Knight d5? I think knight d5 ran into c4. Or they even could have sacked. Yeah, you can't move this. You have to do this. This is not pretty. And they drop all the way back. This is a crazy thing. But I think king over may be the only move to try and guard this area. And then we just go a6. Because you can go c6 where the knight slides in. So that's a little something better before. I don't think I could have ever castled. If you mean here, my queen's falling, and then here there's a fork, and then here I can't. If you mean earlier in the game, yes. I should have probably castled. Where did I go wrong? Maybe here. Maybe no bishop to e6, and maybe no h6. Those are the two moves that I can look at. There's like, well, I didn't have to make those moves. Like, I just chose to. Like, they weren't bad. Well, clearly they're bad, but they weren't bad process. Like a complete blunder. It just was not the best move in the position. Let's move our bishop up here now. The bishop here I don't think is that much of an issue. We're lower on time as they've caused us to think quite a lot to start the game off. But I want to reroute our bishop here to d6 on a better square. They slide. Oh, I didn't even consider that. Yeah. They're sliding in to attack this now. So what do you do instead? I feel like bishop back, we're going to be running in circles. But I don't see another way to do this. So go back. And they're just going to take this. The problem maybe is just a losing position. And I'm trying to hold on to losing position. Take. But this doesn't work, although it looks like it's good. It's not actually good because of that, yeah. I wonder, though, can you... Okay, I have an idea. Here, first, right? I have 40 seconds left, so we have to make it quick, whatever we do. Queen has to go over, there's checkmate. So there's no need to even think about that there. Yeah, and there's the attack. Slide rook in, rook over. Here, I don't know if it matters that much because your king can't slide over because the queen slides in, which is the main problem. Okay, we can go up, but again, 20 seconds left. Oh, that's a mistake though. That's a pretty big mistake. The queen's going to slide in. Yeah, they've caught on to that, and there's no check, which is the problem. I was trying to get some type of check idea, but there's no check idea. Yeah, GG. I wonder what I was supposed to do instead, though. I'm going to have to go over that game. Yeah, GG. Let's go to that one. I got to see what happened there. Because we messed up somewhere in the opening. I was like a quick game, too. Or a quick disadvantage. See the accuracy? Oh, 91. Okay, we did just get... We have a blunder. Bishop d8 is... Really? I'm fine before bishop d8, apparently. So, no, it is bishop e6. I think I said that. You're supposed to castle, yeah. Castle there. But you're actually okay... If you oh, you can castle again, really? Okay, I was wrong there. You're supposed to drop the pawn. I did not assume you're supposed to let that go, though. But yeah, you can castle even after the fork's threatened. But yeah, we're sitting at 1 for 3 in this one. Let's see if we can get on this next one. You did say castle, yeah. I didn't think that was going to work. That was the best move, though. I thought that you lose too much there on the c7 square. We're waiting for a game. Let's see a game. Let's follow first place. Sitting at 3 for 3, and I'm 2 of those losses. Let's see what happens in this game. The queen's going to slide here. Maybe they're looking, and oh, the knight slides in. Oof. Very nice square. Go up here to d4. Bishop to f4, e3. e3, knight up, bishop d3. Here. But they slide in, you have to get out the way. Maybe c3. Here, drop, take. We got to get this position, though. Yeah, that was the best move. I just did not. I just thought dropping the pawn, and then because that pawn was weak too, like after. But it was the best move. But the knight's going to slide here. We can go a4. And they're looking at queenside castle, it seems. So queen up here trying to attack it. They slide bishop or queen back. And then can we go knight here and knight here? Or knight here in the center as well. Either one should be good. e4 as well I like to break the center, but my king is here right now. So that's the decision. Do you castle or no? Well, they move their queen back. Kind of making the decision for me. I can't castle immediately to the queen side at least because they have these 2 attackers lined up and I have 2 defenders. But their knight slides in. Take. Take. And we're up a pawn here. And we're looking to attack. We want to capture. And then here. Here. Or here. Or here. Probably here and then here. Because I want to go here and then get up. But their knight has that square. So maybe here first. And then we go up here to b4 and try and stop them. Bishop back here is setting on this diagonal still. And then b4 and then b5. Let's see. Here. We can go 4. Also, queen can slide over. And queen up here to c4. Looking to pressure in. En passant. Can you win? No. En passant, opening up the king a little bit more. And this pawn taken at the end of that. So you're opening up the king side with rook captures here to a6. And then you go queen here to a4 as well. Or rook down here to a8. You have a few different options. I think this is probably the best move, though. Because you want to get your queen closer to the king. Might have to go king up or castle soon. The only thing with castling is I don't love, like, g5 here, here, here. That's like 4 moves, though. I don't know if they have 4 moves of safety. So that might not even be a real worry for me. Do you keep going? If you take this, the queen has an attack. So you want to keep the pin. Oh, you can go up here to b5. And you can set that idea up. And you can take here on c6. Also qa4 still. And then that should just be a win. Okay, they move forward. If you take this way. Oh, that's actually a mate idea. Yeah, let's go for that. You take here on c, and then that's mate. Let's go to the next game. GG. So you get 2 for 4. Let's see if we can go 3 for 5. Let's go up e4 or e5 to begin the game. Or no, my bad. e4 or d4 to begin the game. See what they do. Rigged? Not rigged, not rigged. Only 11 people in here. You know, they got a pair who was open. But hey, you never know. It could be a good game. It could be a good game. The last one wasn't a blowout or anything. We can go up here to guard this pawn. They move their knight. I'll move my knight. Up here probably to h6. Honestly, I should just play knight c6 some more. Because when they play this system, this is basically playing the same thing as if I go there first. But they move here. I guess if I'm never going up, it's not. But it feels very similar to when I used to play e5 more consistently. But we drop back here. If they take, we're going to take here on b6. But let's castle and go bishop here to e6. And we can go c6 and knight. But they go here for h4. A nice idea. We're going to jump our knight forward in the position. It's also anchored by the bishop here on f8. qa4 was better last game. qa4. Are you saying when I went b5? Let's take here on b6. We can take this here and probably go knight in the center. 94%? Really? It did not feel that accurate. I'm surprised it is that high. Bro, and take this here, though. And we're looking at this mate here on this side of the board. And this is what you mate here. So this next game. Alright. We're sitting at 3 for 5. We're playing Amy here. Can we go 4 for 6 and try and make some noise and get first place? Cause let's see how many points? 14 for first and 13 for second. Okay, they're both 6 points ahead of me. It's not impossible to make a comeback. So there's 37 minutes left. If we just win out, obviously that's easier said than done. But speaking purely from the math side and not the actual process of winning games, that's not impossible at all. So we are still in it. We just got to get some wins. We're going to castle here. And thank you for all those likes. We hit 1,000. We're going to take this bishop. They're going to take with the queen, I'm guessing. And now is where I have to do some thinking. I think c4 is probably the move I'm going to go with. As usually there's like a knight that can jump there. With no knight jumping in, the queen jumping in I'm not too worried about. Now do you push or take is the idea. Or push or take. I did that backwards. I think it's better to push. No, because if you take, they just do this. And then they have... But then they can never go up. So that's an interesting point. But I think I like this better. And maybe going up here to b4. b4. Now their knight can slide in here, I'm aware of. Yeah, that's the only reason I considered taking, because they have that. Capture. Capture. And you have to capture. The knight's going to slide. This isn't a free piece or anything. And they drop all the way back. They don't have the f-file. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Now we can set up queen up a square. Want to stop their knight from sliding. Do I have a FIDE? No, I don't have a FIDE. I just have a USCF. I only have 3 rated FIDE games. Yeah, I do have a USCF rating, though. If we go up, take. I think rook's going to slide over here to b1. Do you have a FIDE and stuff? Yeah, the knight can go... Are you asking for my rating, I guess? My USCF is 1956. Closing in on 2,000. But the knight's here. They're looking to go forward. If you go up now, I think that could work. Oh, this is hanging, though, so you can't do that. If you go up... I don't like any of this, really. Maybe you go knight back and then reroute here. They do have a pretty nice attack. Oh, you have knight here to f4, though. That's a nice idea. The knight's going to slide in here. That's a very nice square. And they can't kick it with the pawn or anything. And we can go knight g6 as well. Okay, move their queen over. If we take this... Yeah, let's take that. I don't want their knight sitting in the center. They have the file now, but this is okay. Queen up. Higher? Yeah, I probably... Honestly, I've played masters and stuff. I don't feel... Like, I'm not a master, but I'm not that much farther away in classical than them. Like, I think I'm a little bit higher than my rating. Like, I've had an expert tell me I was expert level. That feels more accurate, honestly. I just don't play that many tournaments. We can go up here if they push, take. I think queen in first, though. And we can slide over here. 45 seconds. Check. And then this is hanging that I can see. Yeah, now they don't have anything on this side. There's no more ideas. So now we just have to get some time back, and we can do okay. Just got to get... Oh, they sack. Really? That probably is the best move, too. Or if it's not the best... It's the most confusing. And they have this as well. A very nice positional sacrifice. I'm a little upset at that. We can slide our rook over. Okay, queen back. I was not ready for that sack at all. I was like, oh, I'm just up this pawn. And yeah, they're going to win these. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, 22 seconds left. Oh, no. I could have done something else. Oh, well. 22 seconds, though. There was a better move. I can still... Nah, you can't play it. 20 seconds. Well, you still... Honestly, yeah. I don't think it's good anymore, because you could have just won the pawn previously. But I still think it's the best thing to do. Let's get out the way. Oh, what am I doing? No, I did not mean to let go. We're going to have to drop back here. 12 seconds left. Oh, I was not expecting bishop there. We're going to have to drop our rook there. And that's going to be a draw now. Or I'm going to be a loss now. Tough. We cannot hold on. We're going to have to slide our rook out the way. Got to work on the time management there. Check. Up. 7 seconds. I'm guessing a check. That's not what I thought they were going to do. Okay. The pre-moves are not working out for me here, but it may get us... I might pre-move myself to a draw, though. 1 second left. And we get the draw. All right, so it worked out. Probably I could have won that game, but that much of a time disadvantage, you have to just play some moves at some point. GG. Let's go to this next one. Let's go bishop here to f4 and drop our pawn forward here. And for those who are just scrolling again, if you want to join in the tournament, you still can. There's a link in my club notes of PJ's Chess, PJS Chess. Once you're in there, go to the note section. Yes, in the notes section of my club. I think I said the same thing twice, but you get the point. In the notes, there's a link for it. You can join in there. Bishop here. I think queen here wins the knight, right? With queen here to a4, yeah. And that should just be up a minor piece going for the rest of the game. Let's go queen back, and then we can just move our knight here and develop normally. But we do have this aggression here on the king side. Honestly, can you go knight in is the question. I think I will go knight in. Attacking the queen, let's see what they do. Yeah, I was wondering if they would take it, because this is a little weird. But after f4, I feel like it's fine. And you have more leeway because I'm up this material. Queen's going to slide up. QG5 and then here. I'm guessing they're going to go like f5. Oh, they can't go h5. That they would go h5. They can't. Only one move here works. Yeah, or two moves. Getting on this diagonal was the idea that would have stopped it, I'm pretty sure. Alright, queen here. I guess we want to go to an endgame. And then we can move our king here to f2 and go rook h1. Oh, that's free. Yeah, and then that's going to be game. Alright, we got to win after that draw. Much needed for the standings, because that draw through was off, but second place lost. So we have a chance to catch second. First is 5 for 5. We might play Eliza again, and that may be the game that decides it. If I get one more chance, because we lost the first, we got cooked the first one. First one we got absolutely cooked. Second one, there were more chances. No, the second one we got cooked. The first one there was a chance we could still win. We turned it around, but then they outmaneuvered us in the rest of the game. But third game is where our chance is. We have to win that one. Appreciate the donation there, Dino. Much appreciated. What is that? A donut, I believe. We're gonna move our knight here. We're gonna go up here to h3, and then bishop here to e2. We can castle on this next turn. If anyone else has sent something that I missed, I apologize. I was just playing. But thank you for all the donations and all the likes we've been receiving and the follows. We're going to go up here to a4, and the knight's going to go. It is a must-win game. We're halfway through. We kind of have to have a perfect showing for the rest of it. You know, after we lost to... no, not a loss. We got that draw against Amy. That was the game that could have propelled us forward, but we could not hold on to it because we were completely outclassed on time management. Although I drew it on time, I had to make some pretty bad moves to get back equal. Well, rook here to e1 and then queen here. I like a5 at some point. Oh no, I love a5 now. Yeah, I think that's just winning. You go, or it's not winning, but I mean back is. The knight doesn't have any squares. Is more what I should say. Remove our queen here. We're looking there, but they have a guard, and now they have a square for it. So I guess it's not winning. It looked good for a second though. The knight's going to jump forward. You see the time management, we're equal right now. Draw back immediately. You don't want to spend time on moves that I know I... Oh, wait. Actually, I don't want to pre-move that. They move their knight forward. Is there anything here? I don't think so. Yeah, let's just go queen up. They move their knight, so they see my idea. I can't do it. What I was trying to do was win some material. They caught on pretty quick there. There's nothing there that you could try because of that and because of take. So I'm thinking the knight can slide probably up this way. But the knight's just on a weird square. If you go g4, they have to go knight back. I don't know if that's a benefit to me or not, though. If their knight's back there. Taking this, I'm not a fan of. Because then they have this rook that can move. But I don't know if I have another option. Yeah, we'll take this first. I can't spend forever calculating. And that seems okay. Let's move our knight here now. And then maybe go knight up here. Yeah, I like maybe knight c5. That's a great square for it. And no pawn can kick it out. So I think that's a good maneuver there. Watch the VOD here to see the commentary on the game. Yes, so on YouTube, every live I have is recorded and posted. Or not, I'm saying, it makes it sound like I do something. It's just automatically recorded. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can watch every moment back. Yeah, we can go up here to F5 and just kick them back. Yeah. F5. And then we can go here. Yeah, that's what, yeah. I was seeing that, Mike. I was like, well, that's not a... I was thinking about that, too. F4 does run... I think it's an F5. F4 runs into some problem. Yeah. But I think it's worth playing. Because let's go rook up here. And we're trying to corral the queen, potentially. If we just get bishop back here to F1. Oh, but they want to take this, though. I didn't consider that as a counter. So what you could do is you could take this and go queen here and then back. But I want my bishop. That's the only thing. I want my bishop to be active in the game. This is too passive. Maybe just go rook over, bring the other rook. Yeah, I also need to just make a move because we're at 40 seconds left. But now the bishop can't go back. So that's the same thing as just taking it now if you can't go back anyways. I might as well have just done it the other way. Well, the knight... They slide their rook over. I want to bring my knight back then. I want to get on this side of the board and make it more useful. Oh, I could have done something else. It's clicked and I didn't click it first. Yeah, I may have missed my opportunity. But we're going to go up here. Oh, no, I didn't. It's still here. And then here. I had that a move ago, though. I realized after I went back, oh, I don't have it. Okay. And they slide over immediately, and they save the knight. What defense from them. Alright, just slide forward. 26 seconds left. We'll have to drop our queen back, probably. Or even better, here. So now the queen, this is never hanging. Do they take this way? They don't. Say, no way they take. I'm looking for a sack or something of the sorts here. Up. They're looking to break through. I don't think they can break. 20 seconds left. Oh, there's a problem. I see the problem. You can't just move the rook automatically over. You have to set it up some... Oh, I drop a pawn. Tough. And that may be... Yeah, and this is exactly the problem. Okay, this was hanging, so now we're lower on material. The knight's going to have to... If we do that, I might throw them off. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to go queen all the way up, but we stopped the move too short. Here. Alright, went on top. Let's go to this next game. That was not a good conversion whatsoever. But we get the win there. Let's go to this next one, though. We're playing Ryan. We're in third place. And first place lost their win streak. So if we win here, we're going to make some huge ground on them if we can close this out. So we're 2.5 for the last 3 after a subpar beginning. I mean, that's not the worst thing. Actually, 3.5 for the last 4. Not the worst thing. Can't focus on the bad games. We go up here to B6 probably soon. This would be a huge win if we can get this one here. Let's go up. The bishop's going to move here, and then knight here. But they're moving quick, like I'm moving fast. We're going to have to try and get the time in our favor. They're looking to go up here to b4. I can probably castle on this next turn, get our king to safety. Because we have not prioritized that today, and that's something I should prioritize. We're going to go rook over, bishop back, and look for a fianchetto potentially. Or g5 and bishop back. I mean, either or, it should be fine. Probably g5 first, though. Because just going here... and then g6, they could sack. I don't know if I like that. Let's go up and then here. Also, you could just go here too. Yeah. Get the dark square bishop off the board. They drop back with the knight. We'll take and then reroute this way to g7. And then we can go knight there as well. Alright, my phone's almost charged, so I'll have it in a normal spot. I'm reading the message a little bit slow on TikTok because it's not where I usually have my phone. We're going knight here, looking to guard this square, and then we can go bishop up. They do have this knight in move. So maybe knight back, but not immediately. If they go knight there, you have to go rook here first. But they go that way. Okay. What if we go knight in and try and blockade? We have this rook to take, and now we're opening up that square again. Rook capture. And we cut off the diagonal attack they had going on. And they look for a counter attack on this side of the board. Alright, what I'm thinking is just capturing. And then I know they're looking to push the pawn forward. Up, take, take. So do you go up? But then this is always a weakness. And they have this square. I don't love that. I don't think I like that at all. You could try here. But I think knight back, you run into a similar issue. I'd love to get this rook all the way down and slide it back over. So I might just do that. Just go down. They're going to push. And we're just going to have to try and maintain. Oh, no, I give up the pawn. What am I doing? I give up the pawn here on c5. I don't know how I missed that part of it. Yeah. Rook over. All right, we have to turn this around now. I don't know what I was looking at. I thought that was completely okay. We're just going to go down. We have a weird looking pawn, but you just lose the pawn in this exchange. All right, queen here to b6. They move their knight in. We go rook here and try and win it back. Rook here attacking queen. Oh, you can't win it back, though. We can double up on the c file, though. Maybe the only thing, it gives you some counter attacking ideas. That is an insane miss, though. Let's slide this rook over here. There's no fork. There's nothing hanging. We're looking here, kind of. But I don't think there's anything I want to take there yet. And our bishop needs to get a little bit better. The bishop pair versus the knight pair. Maybe that's worth the pawn. And they're trying to get rid of this. This is free, and you can't do very much about it. Do you sack this? Well, we should probably move quick. Let's just go here. Also stopping the knight from coming in. I actually saw that kind of late. I did not see that when I made the move. Luckily, it just stops that. The queen's going to drop back, and their knight replaces. And now we can go queen up. There's a lot of forking ideas. I might just want to move this out the way. And then move on a light square now. Okay. Here, I just don't like the idea of being able to get forked so many different ways there. Rook down is not very productive. And this bishop is just trapped by this pawn being so in the center. Are they trying to get their queen down, it looks like? Oh, it's a trap if you go here. It's here. That's a nice trap. I almost fell for that one. So what do you do instead? And then here there's also a fork. Maybe king up was not the move I'm thinking it was going to be. Maybe we do have to just exchange. Because the queen getting in, I'm going to lose the game. So you have to kind of stop that. You see the Tom needs to speed this up a little bit. Even if it's a bad move, you have to make the move. The queen's back there on e8. Yeah, because knight in so many different ways is a problem. No, they had a better move. Actually, they had a better move. The problem is they have too many good moves. They had a way to win a rook. And I couldn't stop it. I had to just trade this way. Because I would have lost if they still could have done it there, then there. And then take. Oh, that's pretty cool. I see what they're trying to do. Take here. Oh, no. That's actually not good. They had a game-winning Oh, no. I see what they're trying. This is crazy. They've survived this long. They could have done it the other way, where they could have actually just done it for free. This way I get a pawn back. They could have just went knight back, and then they would have just moved the knight out the way. They had some chances in this game to put it away. Now, I'm not saying they're not going to win, but if I do figure out a way to win, there were some other ideas that could have happened. But we're down on time by a decent amount. That's a pretty big issue. We won't have to worry about the rest of the way through. Oh, no, that's free. Yeah. Oh. And our bishop is kind of dominated here. We're going to have to drop back. I have 36 moves. Okay, I don't know if we'll be able to get this through. And we win on time. That's not the prettiest win, but we win this one. One of the best. Yo, appreciate that, Jay. Appreciate that. Let's go to this next one. All right, we get the win. Let's play Brilliant Move a Nader here. We're going to go up here to E3. Knight's going to go here to F3, H3, Bishop here to E2. All right, and we get the win that we needed to get. Not the prettiest way, but we got to get the win somehow. Go up here to A4. Not actually 1,500. No, yeah, he's like 2,000. Or the last guy. I'm not sure the last guy, but yeah, Ryan's not 1,100. He's, what's your rapid? Was it 1,800 something? The Bishop's going to go up here. You're off. All right, catch you later, man. Catch you later. Thank you for hopping in. It's rigged. If it's rigged, I would not have, how many losses? 2 losses and a draw that I was winning in. I promise. We're going to take here. If they go do this, we can go queen up here to C2. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Capture, capture here. Well, I can move my knight here, though, but then the knight sliding is kind of an issue. Here, and then up. Eliza, you're winning. You're winning. You're in first place, right? Yeah, you're at 21. I will not beat. Every time I lose, I start a losing streak. You only lost, 2 games. Tough. I think you can take this, right? Take. Yeah, you can capture this here on F7. And you take this here. Oh, they have a cool idea, but I have a cool counter idea that stops their idea. So they're not going to play it. But the idea would have been like here, but then queen captures, and then you have a double attack on the knight. So, oh, man, I guess even the rip capturing, they take, you would just take that at the end. Yeah. Okay, because I could have went, oh, you can't even go bishop there. I'm confused on that one a little bit. Let's go bishop here. E4 may be better. Queen trade. I'm more than fine with that, honestly. I'm more than cool with that. Let's move our bishop out the way here. And we're going up a pawn for the rest of this game. We're going to castle next. We're controlling the square here on E4 right now. They push their pawn up. We can go in, but they have this knight sliding back. E4, it allows knight in. Is knight in bad? I don't think it's that bad. So we're going to allow the knight to come in. But they are more than okay doing it this way. I think that's wrong, though. Because, well, if you go, okay, so you say you go bishop to C7. Knight in there. Yeah, you have to take this first, though. So take, and then, oh, now they set it up. But now you can trade. So that's the problem, is they either had to trade too many pieces or go down. But I don't know if I want to unisolate their pawn. This is isolated pawn right now. Unisolating it is actually kind of helping them out. So it looks like I should do something, but I don't think I am going to do that. Well, I need to make a move. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I know it's not the best move, but I have 50 seconds. So I just have to simplify, hoping this pawn up in game is enough. But in a longer game, I'm sure I would have done something else. Like, this is not the best thing. I'm like 99% sure that's true. But you have to play the position. They're going to slide in with their knight, rook up here, and then probably up there on the next turn. Oh, knight back next turn is actually even better. But yeah, I usually don't want to undouble their pawn for them, because this is by itself. I was definitely a little bit better a move or two ago, but I realized my time. I know that up a pawn I should still be better. You know, like, not that it's the same level of good, because I'm sure, you know, the more weaknesses, the more prefer your position probably is. But I was running low on time. I made a business decision. We're going to go to this endgame now. Oh, I could have went up there first. That's probably a little bit more efficient. But yeah, they're probably going to go up here and then there, something like that. Slide our rook over, and we have a5 as well. So we have ideas. King over. So they can't push without consequence. Rook over. Oh, they're stopping. They have an interesting position right now, and it sucks because I'm playing against them. But I like what they're doing. These are some pretty fun moves to try and defend down a pawn, and they might win the pawn back in a move or two. But I'm going to gambit a5 eventually. Okay, rook up here guarding this. And they're playing smart, because with low time, it's easier to make a mistake. So they're going to attack my pretty easy to defend weaknesses, But with 25 seconds, can I defend all of them is what they're questioning. I think I can, but they obviously are not going to play that way. The rook's going to slide here to guard this. 21 seconds left. It is getting dire here. All right, 19 seconds left. They have to take one of the rooks. Honestly, I'm not going to pre-move. They have to take one of these, though. No, they don't. Oh, yeah, I guess they don't if they do it this way. I mean, I'll take a draw. Take. Oh. What am I doing? Yeah, oh, that's... I meant to... Oh, yeah, just resign. GG. I don't know what I was doing there. The king's down, and that is probably our chance at first or second. If we won that, we're in first. No. We were right there. We were right there. GG to brilliant move a nader. Let's go to this next game here. We're sitting at 6.5 for 10, so we have a few unfortunate losses in there that stopped us from first. Looks like we're in third, but NRN is right there. But we're waiting. Let's watch a game. Eco and Amy are playing right now. All right, they're looking here on C3. Let's see. They're guarding it. The queen can slide here to C2 to guard this, but I guess it's already guarded enough. They can push their pawn into D4 potentially. Oh, I didn't listen to this. That's what it was. Okay, that sounds alright. But their knight slides in. Oof, that is quite the square. Oh, and knight captures. Amy may take down second place here. But because I did not get that win, it doesn't even matter to me that much. Like, I only have enough time for one more game. So I'm still kind of cooked. But yeah, for those who are new here, we vote for every time control. So if you want to vote, type in the chat. Don't love this. I don't love this. This E4C system. What is the move here? I don't remember. Is it C6? Or is it... No, it's not bishop E6. That can't make any sense. Their knight's going to slide. Bishop E7. No, but then they come in. I can't remember how to play against E4, C4. Maybe just go queen here. But then you lose the pawn in the center. Why am I so confused on this? Queen up. Maybe to stop the pawn from coming forward. And then knight here, then up. There are too many openings that I do not know the exact move order for. And that is becoming a problem. Maybe bishop here to E6 on this next turn. But they come forward. Alright, we're going to go bishop here next. And then... if they push F6, but then they have F4. So the knight may just have to go there and hope they take, and then play with this system. With our double H-pawn and bishop here on G7. That's not pretty, though. And that just can't be the book move. Yeah, that can't be... None of this is theory. This can't be what the engine suggests. We're going here offering the queen trait, though. They may not accept it. If they don't accept it, then the attack is no. And however bad it is, at least we know it's over. Yes, queen trait, please. Alright, now we're out of the hard part, it seems. So go bishop up here, and then A5. We survived that portion of it. The knight's going to slide. They have these double pawns as well, so they have a weakness. They left the opening having sort of an issue with these double B pawns, despite what I feel it was a pretty nice advantage at a point. Let's move our knight here as well. Our bishop would be trapped if they had a pawn here, but we can go A5 if their rook slides forward. Also, knight here as well, so that we can fully emphasize that this bishop's not trapped. We have bishop back to E7, and then probably H5. I can castle with no queen on the board. It's not as necessary or not as urgent. Oh, we got another sub. I did not realize that. Yeah, we're at 9:35, closing in 65 away. Or is that earlier? Whatever it was, we're at 9:35. So much appreciated. If you are enjoying, check out the YouTube. Robert, appreciate those likes. They go there. This is hanging. Or not hanging, it's under attack. This was the problem, which is why I took it. Is they're attacking. You go up here to G5, and then bishop can drop back here to E7. Bishop E7, and then up here to G5. But I guess they're guarding it now. We're going up here to a6. Maybe looking to go up here. Because we want to attack the base of this structure. We don't want them to have this central pawn. And they don't have a c pawn to guard this one. Our rook's trying to slide in. Maybe now's the time to castle. So that we can bring this rook over. This isn't hanging because we have two defenders of it. And they can't really get a second unless we go rook down. But we can then slide our rook here to c8. That's why we castled. So it is defended there. And it won't be a huge issue. But yeah, rook fc8 looking to guard there on c5. They do go for that. So that's what I was just discussing too. And you can go up. If you wonder why I don't just go b6, is because this is hanging. Did I mess up? I have messed up a lot today. I think this is still fine though. Because yeah, you have 3. They have 2. So what do we take back with? I'll take back with the rook first. Because I don't want to take back with the knight because of bishop there. And I take with the rook so that I'm starting to get a take back. And when they take, you take with this versus the knight, so bishop here isn't an option. Oh, one thing I have to worry about is there is a checkmate because this is covered. That's kind of the issue. This is covered. They go up, and I think they realize that. We're going to go bishop back here. Yeah. That was a mistake. We go knight back here to f8 and then rook c8 to try and make up for that. But I am playing with a maiden one on the board. And you can't even push the pawn because that just falls. Knight here, slide the rook over. I'm not... Why there? Why there? I would love to exchange and go to an endgame, though, because I did not have a good position. Or it was okay, but, you know, it was not favored at all, I'm sure. There's no way. You want to go with the bishop pair, it looks like, but they're low on time. So I'm just going to try and time them out, as they have 12 seconds left. All right, we want to move our king forward. Just forward progression. And we get the win. So we're going to drop that pawn. We're going to try and promote. We're playing Brilliant Movinator. We actually can get this game to end if we move quick enough. Because there's 5:31. If I end the game plus 30 seconds, we can try and hold. We can time them out. Because 5.5 minutes, there's 6 minutes in total with a 3-0 for both sides. So we move quick enough, we'll be able to get the game to end. And they won't be able to stall. Obviously, I still have to win the game. So that's the hard part. But there are two difficult parts in this. Or the harder part. It's both hard, because to be up 30 seconds against someone that's basically the same rating, you know, not that easy. The bishop's going to slide here to e7, and probably a5. I don't have to think less than I have in the previous games. And some of the mistakes, was I really thinking in those games either, will be the question. They go up here to a4, or h4, looking to go forward. The problem with h5 is here, and the knight slides. Yeah, this has to be bad. But I can't. I need to have this a somewhat savable position. And if they just I have those double pawns here, like, I'm not going to win the game. I may not win the game this way either, but I know there's no way I can win the other way. So there's going queen here. Nothing to win there. I need to open this up so this can move, so this can move. And we have some places for our pieces. The one good thing about the pawn being on h5 is it can't help with a g5 pawn push. That's the only benefit. Okay, this is weak. Not anticipating that. Can they get a second piece over there? Not right now. Oh, no. Oh. I realized as soon as... Why did I realize after I did it? I did it and then I realized. I didn't do it the other way. I didn't realize it a move before. Well, might as well play it out because there's no other way I can win. So, I'm not going to have time to finish another game. Queen down. They go down here. Yeah. And we're just down a rook. So how do we try and give ourselves any chance? We can go bishop here, then maybe knight here. Our queen's going to get trapped eventually, though, which is kind of the problem. Let's go here. We can set up a castle. But again, we're down a rook against someone who's the same rating. I doubt we'll win the game. We're going to try. We have 3 minutes left. We're equal on time. So I didn't do either of the things that are necessary. To be winning on the board and to be up 30 seconds on the clock. So neither has happened. We're going knight here to c6. Let's try and fix one of them if we can't fix both. Queen back. You see they're loading in for some type of attack on the king side, but it's over already. I mean, they just have an extra rook. I imagine they move their queen there, so yeah, they want to trade off the pieces. That makes sense too for that purpose. Here, The only thing is we have a pass pawn. And I'm not saying that's enough for a win, but it isn't nothing if the time gets low. But that's the thing. They don't have to let the time get low. They have full control over the position. They can kind of let the time do whatever. I may have to castle, though, if I want to move this, so we're guarding this still. I guess I don't have to castle. I need to get this up, though. I need the rook. That's the thing. You usually shouldn't trade when you're down, and this is probably no different. But I think... Oh, the bishop's gone, yeah. Now there's nothing. With the bishop gone, I kind of did that instinctually. There's no way you can break through at all. They slide that over. But, I mean, we're going to have a miracle happen anyways for us to win this one. We're going to move our knight forward and maybe bishop here to c6. The only thing with that is... Okay, here... Oh, but then the queen's in. I'm seeing why this is so useful. Because the knight's guarding that. Here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Wow, what a find. I thought they gave us a chance there. No, they didn't. It looked like it for a second, though. Knight in here. Oh, whoa, hold on, hold on, hold on. We have a chance. We have a chance. This is not impossible. They still have less time than the game clock. Come on, come on. Let's go. Okay, we turned that around. We got the win. No, we're still in third place. No, they won too many ahead of me. We won, though, but it does not matter. They were too far ahead of us. That is unfortunate. I thought we were fighting for second place. What's going on, Coded? What's going on, man? Sorry, I was locked into that game. If you are still here. Yeah, I had to be locked in on that one because I needed to save time. Otherwise, I would have been reading chat. So I missed your message. It was just because of that game there. But yeah, let's see. First place to Eco with 28 points. Eliza in second with 26. And me in third here with 22 points. So, that's the first tournament. We're going to do some more tournaments. So, if you want to vote, type in the chat. And then if you're watching on TikTok, I'm going to put this here. Put a poll up here for you. We're going to start this now. Poll. Let's go custom. Start a new poll. And let's go to this one. Alright. How did I already know the poll I want to use? That's a little weird. But I have it there posted for you if you're interested. Let's full screen this here. And yeah, I'm going to vote for 1+0 myself, though. So we have a vote for 1-0. If you have any other votes, any other preferences, please type in the chat there. But yeah, I don't think I missed any other messages there. If I did, please send it again. I don't think so, though. But yeah, type in the chat what you'd like to see. I got third place. Not the best thing, not the worst thing. You can't vote. Alright. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. But yeah, type in chat then. We have a vote for 5+0, a vote for 1+0. I want quick chess. I don't want to think. I want fat. What about YouTube? YouTube? So yeah, YouTube and Twitch, just type in the chat. And I'll read it there, yeah. Because I used to have it all on Streamlabs, so everyone just typed. But now since I switched to Live Studio and Streamlabs, I can make a poll for TikTok, but I still can't make one for YouTube and Twitch yet. But yeah, 2 votes for 3+0, a vote for 5+0, and a vote for 1+0. Let's say another minute on the vote. I didn't give a time. So one more minute. If you do want to vote, please type in the chat there. But it's 2 for 3-0, 1 for 5-0, and 1 for 1+0 right now. Unless I missed a poll vote there. Let's see. Nope, just one vote in the poll. That's the 5-0 from Ryan. Alright. But yeah, it is 2-1-1 right now. Very fun tournament. Very fun tournament. I get third. Does not feel well deserved. Honestly, I don't think I played that well. But I only have half point less than first place. Not the worst thing ever. Yeah, we have another 20 seconds remaining. We can do a bullet one, Ryan, once we make the tournament, if you want to do that. So I think 3-0, we won't have enough time with it being 5 minutes in between. But yeah, if anyone wants to vote, it looks like 3-0 is going to win again, though. There's no other votes with 8 seconds remaining, so I guess I can start making that one again. Alright, let's go create this. So if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, the link will be in the chat in a second. If you're watching on TikTok, it'll be there in the notes in 1 second. Would I do it to get at 700 or lower? Honestly, Dragon Ball Z, I don't remember that exact rating range. I started playing over the board first. I've been playing for a while, so I can't say I remember specifically. I know we did Chess Magnet, which is basically puzzles. We did that, and then we played a lot of games, but that's all I really remember. I think I was around, what, 6 or so? 6 or 7? I was 6 or 7, though. Can Eco repeat? That wasn't even intentional. It's on my mind now all the time. Let's set this up for 455, I think. Should be good. Oh, wait, no. It's 450? Wow, it's actually way later than I thought. It might have to be a shorter stream then. All right, I'm going to set this up for 1 hour. I'm about to put it in the chat for those watching on Twitch and YouTube. And if you're watching on TikTok, I'm going to put in the notes in 1 second. All right, I've just sent it over. If you're watching here on TikTok, I'm about to go in the notes right now. Let's go to clubs. Put it here in the notes section. Here we go. Some magic involved. There's no magic, no magic. I just put pressure, I'm telling you. When you're down, just put pressure. They may fold. They may mess up. That's the only thing you got to do. Well, not the only thing. You don't want to be down. Like, I'd rather not be in a losing position. But when you get losing, you have to get more aggressive. That's what I'm saying everywhere. Like, I'm tired of hearing it, tired of thinking about it. Name Ryan 2.6. I see it. Yeah, let's go to a puzzle battle. Let's all in chat wants to play me in a puzzle battle. If so, send your username and I can send you that invitation. We need one more person for this one to not get canceled. Alright, Eco did come back, so can Eco repeat is the question. 3+0 again. Let me look at the game against Eliza. Let's look at that. We want to play Eliza first game. Let's see what went wrong in both games. So in this one, let's see what happened. I think it was like not too accurate from either of us, I guess. Yeah, 57%. Whoa, that's my lowest in a while. Okay, this is all fine. It's castle immediately. It's castle. That's the problem. Just needs a castle early. All right, so that's the thing for this game. And this one, what happened here? Let's see. Game review. She just played amazing, I believe. 91. Yeah, I didn't even play that bad, but I need to do something better still. Up. So, it's queen. Oh no, it's bishop here in this opening. This is wrong. This is why I do not play 2 knights. It's bishop g5. B4, I mean. Bishop b4, apparently. Take. And then, what do you do? B captures c6. Bishop d3. And then d5? Interesting. I don't think I would have ever played any of this. What if they go up here to e5? Knight g4 apparently is winning somehow. Because if they go here, f6. I mean, no one would ever. Who's playing this? What if they go up here now then? Oh, if they go up, you'll take. So what if they go queen here? Or saying, what if you go queen here? Then you castle. Yeah, I don't think. I'll just go back to what I usually play. I'm not going to learn that in 20 seconds. I'll just go back. I don't see any votes for the puzzle battle, so I'll play a rated one online and see where we can get. Hopefully we can get a win. Well, let's start this up. We're 1636. We're closing in on 1700. Closing on 1700. Because we were at 1690 and we lost a lot of games in a row. So we need to turn this back around and get closer. Alright, we're in one now. Let's see if we can get a win. I know the feeling, Ryan. I got smoked in both games. Well, really the second game I got smoked. The first game, we both were trolling. But the second game I got cooked. Take here on e8. Checkmate. Mate because of opposition. Checkmate here. Queen's going to slide down for mate. This is going to be mate eventually. Alright, next up, checkmate here on g2. Checkmate here on g2. Checkmate here, the bishop. Boom, and then mate here. They're 14 for 14 though, so as good as I've been with the accuracy on this, the speed, they've kept the same speed, if not, and faster. And faster. Let's go up here, check, and then you sack here on E1. Take that guarding the rook. Now you're going to sack the queen for the knight, and you're going to get checkmate at the end. Knight here, controlling the diagonal. Alright, next up, knight here. Knight, not knight that way, because they had a knight guarding the square. They'll be made eventually. Now here's one I'm not entirely sure about. Oh, I think it's still here, and then you push, take, and now you take the knight at the end. Take this, rook down. And we're both 24 for 24. We both remain perfect to start off. Alright, they have this rook hanging in the corner. They could go here, deflecting, and you win the rook here on H1. Okay. Taking doesn't do anything. You have this check. Oh, I think it... Is it this check? Oh, it's check here. It's here, almost here, but they have up. But now if you go here, they go up, you have here, right? Yeah, that's the difference. And now you deflect and win the queen there. Alright, their bishop's going to slide forward. They have two wrong, so we're slightly up now. Let's give the check. Alright, and that's going to be a win. Check. Rook's going to slide over. And that's the win, finally. We're about to get back on track, and we got 10 points from that one. We will take that. Yeah, we're waiting for the tournament to start in 40 seconds. We have 6 people in, so if you want to join in, you can still hop in this tournament. Let's go to play. We have some daily games ready. My Aunt Passant. This game, I think I'm going to win soon. Yeah. Take this knight here. Attacking the rook. Oh, I think they were guarding the mate anyway, so they didn't have to do that. Yeah, we're going up here to C6 in this game against Ali. Alright, next game. We're going to take this pawn in the center of the board on E5. Here, bishop just to D6. Alright, that's enough of the daily. We're going to play Brilliant Movinator. So we're actually 1-1 against each other, I think, yeah. See what happens this next. Physics test? What type of physics are you taking? Is it physics? I'm in physics 2 right now. What type of physics? I'm doing like the electric part of it. Are you doing the kinematic part? We're playing David, actually. D4, E4, E5. On a test? How is that even possible? We go for the Petrov here. Knight's going to take here on E4. What's going on, David? D5. Mbappe played check. I mean, it's not the worst comparison. I just don't think I look like him is all. We're going to take here. We're going to go queen, or I guess just knight back. It's fine. And castle. Metro knight. Oh, I'm learning about that too. Learning about induction in the videos for class this week. We're going up here to H6 though. And then here. And then knight D7. Usually I don't move this. Okay, let's take this out the way. Up, stopping this diagonally. Sound. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's drop our bishop back here to E7 though. Looking for this exchange. And we want to move quicker because we've been getting cooked on the clock today. Not every game, but enough where it's like, yeah, let's move a little bit faster. Queen's going to slide out the way. And then maybe knight here. Okay, their bishop moves. Honestly, we can go bishop here. But they could get 2 minor pieces then. Here, they could take, and then take. So I don't love that. Let's go knight here instead. I don't want to give them 2 minor pieces. Almost went queen there for a split second. That would have been horrible. A5. They may be trying to set up something. I want to move this rook over. They might try and set up something on this here. Yeah, they go for it, as you can see. Because they want to take, and then they have this forward. So what if I just push first? Or what if I do this first? I guess they go bishop in. That may be their benefit. If we go here, they have up. Why does this feel so hard to defend? Rook over. Take, up, up. Oh, the problem is this bishop's hanging in the center. That's the issue. That's the issue. So if we go queen here then, but then they can push their pawn forward, and then what do you do after that is the question. So if you go here, then over. Honestly, let's just try rook here. Rook here to e8. I wanted to go c5, but bishop in is kind of the problem there. Yeah, because now if the bishop moves, the rook is guarding the bishop at the end, which wasn't the case previously. That would have ran into an issue. Alright. We can move the knight here, but the queen slides in then. We're running into some issues with the way they're attacking our king side. I'm not loving what's happening right now. But the rook is sitting here. We can bring the other rook over, but they go in for this attack as we kind of predicted. We're going to move our pawn forward now. They move a little earlier than I expected them to move there, but I still think it has some merit with the way they're attacking. I like rook a to d8 potentially as well, as we want to set up that c5 pawn push idea. But we are defending this somewhat successfully. Like, this is not the most successful defense I've ever seen or been a part of, but it's not the worst either. Okay, they slide their bishop in. I mean, queen here, a counterattack. That could be somewhat useful. Oh, there are knights in though. That is very useful. That's very useful because I was going to go there. And now with that there, we run into some problems. Queen back would have been better in hindsight. Alright, up here they push. We push. Take. I have to move. I'm too low on time. Oh, no, that works though. That works. Yes, I didn't see it all the way through at first, but that does actually fulfill the need we needed. It does work. As you'll see in a second, I don't want to explain it just yet because I'm too low on time, but I think it does make sense. Let's see what they decide to do as a counter. The problem is none of these moves are quick, and they all take some calculation to really dive deep into them. Or I could have just, I could have done something else anyways. Yeah, I could have just gone here. Right? Oh well. Okay, we're looking for the exchange there on e4. I don't know if it's going to happen. Wait, they go for take. Here, attacking the queen. We're up a queen. I'm not sure how this has happened, but we are up a queen right now. The knight's gone. Honestly, I'm kind of glad the knight's gone. I'll give it up for the rook any day of the week. I think that is a bigger threat. I won 0.1 seconds. Whew. 0.1 seconds on the clock there. We hold on. Dude, I almost threw that at the end with the rook sliding in, but we were able to maintain. We'll take it. And I've been on the other side of some of these, so it feels good to be on this side, winning by 0.1. Your money on the fact rejection. That's a good chance of that happening. That's a good chance. I go up here to d4. That was a tough game. Every bit of the clock was used there, and it worked in our favor. The knight's going to jump forward. Bishop here. Up. Knight. And let's go for c4. They go for c5. Okay. Quick aggression on their side. I'll just castle here for safety. Getting our king safe. We both have an aggressive position right now. I'm going to slide the rook out the way so it doesn't fall for this bishop that's sliding here. It doesn't go on boring edits. I am back live. Man, sorry if I missed your message. I'm very locked in. You saw 0.1 seconds left. Every little bit mattered in that one. But I am back. You want to join the tournament? Here is the link for you right here. If you are interested in that. But I've just sent it in the chat field on Twitch and YouTube. The queen is going to slide forward. Let's bring our rook over here on this file. And we have it getting active now. How about take... They take... And we can set our bishop here. I guess I do have these active pieces. These active pawns in the center. It's not that bad or anything. Capture. I don't quite want a queen trade. Let's go up here to b3. Trying to guard this and trying to stop forward progression on this angle. And maybe knight here now could work. Because before you couldn't go knight there because they had c4 at the end. Well, now they moved the queen. Now you can't do that anyways. If you go up, they can push forward. Let's go queen here. Trying to sit on this space. And we want to get our knight to move somewhere useful. Right now it has no square that's super useful for us. They slide in. We're going to take this. They move their queen this way. And now we're going to move our knight here, attacking the queen. You see we're pretty equal on the clock right now. Alright, they slide. Rook over. I'll take the pawn for them getting this pass pawn. Let's see if they can make it worth it. I don't know if they can, because they're going to be on a light square before, once I load up, if they push here to C. They'll be on a light square, and my knight can just drop back, and we're going to win that. As you'll see, they're probably going to push. Yeah, they can't do the other way. I think they're one move short. One move short, I think. Maybe they don't. Oh, I was saying, maybe they don't push, though. That's the only thing I could think of that would work out for them. They don't have to push. So now it becomes a little more interesting. What is the best way forward? If you move your knight here in the center, could you go here, take, and then here? Or do you take? I don't know if I'm a fan of any of these ideas. Capture. Let's say rook to b5, rook x b5, a x b5, rook b8, knight, bishop captures, pawn captures, rook captures, rook captures. Don't know if I love that. Maybe that wasn't right, is all I'll say. I don't think that was right, what I did here. I can't let the rook get to b3 I'm looking at. I don't like that. Okay, rook here now. Looking to set this angle. Take. I'm not sure if there's a way that I can stop this. They're sliding in. We're going to have our rook slide here, offering the rook exchange. Let's see if they go for that. We're at 31 seconds, kind of low on time. But it's not impossible. They slide back over. All right, let's jump our pawn forward here. Here. Cutting off the bishop. Take, take. Here. I have 19 seconds. That's way too little time. Way less than I thought I had. Alright. Okay, we have this pawn here. King's going to slide. King here. And we're going to push this pawn down here to c7. 14 seconds left. This is enough time. This is enough time to win this one. The king is super aggressive. Up. Down. We're going to promote on this next turn. Check here on d7. There we go. 4 seconds left. We get the win. Whew. All right, let's go. Let's go. We won this. We won 2 in a row, and we're playing. What's going on, man? On YouTube. How are you doing? How are you doing? I see the hello message. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name though, so I don't want to mispronounce it. But how are you doing there? But e4, e5. We go knight here to f6 on this next turn. But nice win there in game number 2. Starting off much better than we started off the last tournament where we had some losses to begin. Let's go up here to a5, d6, and then go our knight here to f6 and pawn here to h6, I think. h6, bishop forward, and then bishop here to e6. We're fine playing like this, but they may not even take it. They do take, though. Take here. Do you want to take there, actually? Because you take the knight slides in. The knight has a few different squares. I may have to just get double pawns, yeah. I may have to get double pawns here on the e file, because the knight has too many good squares. Unfortunate. I did miscalculate that. You usually are able to. There's something I missed that I'm not sure what exactly I missed. But something I missed that is usually makes that okay. It's not okay this game. And I realized it a move too slow. The knight slides in. Let's go up here to c5. And then maybe knight here. And the idea is we're going to play for the center. They're looking to take... Oh, we can go knight here. Because we do like this knight sitting here. So we want to replace it with another knight that can sit there. Is my thought process at least. Maybe king here to h7. Getting off of this g file that's pretty easy for them to slide through and attack. But also qe8. Another idea to maybe attack there on h5. Alright, their queen slides. Again, that's clearly their intention. Let's slide this over. Looking to attack this knight and to sit on this nice square here. We have these double pawns in the center, but they're honestly playing great defense. They go for the exchange. Now, what do you take with is the question. I think the knight did a great job. You know, I like what the knight did. The only thing is, the bishop there is not bad either. It's not bad. But I'm going to go with the knight because it was sitting there. It's guarding that square, stopping the diagonal attack on e6. So let's stick with what was working. King's going to move here, out the way. Oh! I forgot that there's another pawn hanging. Yeah. Oh, that's why bishop takes was better. Because he would have guarded that. Okay. Well, I missed it in the important time. Let's go up. Or we can go rook over or knight in. So knight in. They go queen back. We might as well go for something. Knight's going to slide here attacking. We're down 1 pawn now. 1 pawn. Now something tells me this idea is not going to work all the way. And they just push the pawn up. Kind of stopping it in its tracks. Oh, wait. Do you have to take that? No, you don't have to take that if they take. That's actually a mistake if they do it that way. So yeah, you don't have to actually take there. Drop the bishop back. We're playing all types of defense here. They're the aggressors right now. Capture. Queen takes. Queen here. Stopping the rook from sliding in. That's my goal with that move. They slide over attacking this. I see it this time. The problem is, how do you guard it? Like, how do you get rid of that attack? Like, I can acknowledge it. The bishop here doesn't feel like a long-term solution. The knight sliding forward. The rook's going to slide in here. You're going to have to take this at some point. Or I'm going to have to at some point. I'm just not liking the position that much. I much prefer whites. They have more going for them. Maybe you just have to go for h5 or something. That may be it. And maybe just you have to go for h5, then bishop here, and get some cheap initiatives that kind of push them back. Oh, but that doesn't do anything. Why? I don't know why I just did that. Here, instead of going all the way back and trying to exchange here on f7. That's what I'm thinking of. And we can also look for this idea. But they move their rook forward. Alright. It's king here. I believe that you can set up this endgame. take, down, down, up. Oh no, what am I doing? No, I just sold the game. And we went on time. Look at the hold there. We were able to hold that one. What do you guess? Can I send you my game? I'll not right now. I can't do it today. In the future, we can definitely do it because I have to leave right after the stream's over. And usually during the tournament, I don't do anything but the tourney. But we can do that in the future though, for sure. Go to this next one. Go up here to D4. We're on a 3-game win streak. Very nice start to the tournament. We'll take that. 3-0. Those are some tough games though. So is Amy and so is Rejection. So that's we have some competition trying to hold this. Remember, knight here to F3. Bishop up here. Bishop back. Knight forward. Alright, we're playing the Ungling Gambit. The knight's going to slide up. Let's see. I believe you can only go knight D4. Knight D4 and then rook B1. Yeah. So knight D4 here. Let's see. No, you're good, Mysterio. I mean, it was a valid question. Alright, they're up here on C5. We can go rook to B1. There's a reason this is wrong, though. Do I remember why? Is it here? I think it's here. Attacking the queen. And then here. I don't think it's that. What is the exact reason it doesn't work? I gotta try to remember this. The exact reason it doesn't work. Is it because of this attacking the queen? That's why I'm not sure if that's it. This is completely winning. I just don't remember how to win it. It's so frustrating. I keep saying that because I don't usually see C5. That's the problem. That's the difference, I should say. Do you go up? Let them take? No, that's probably not it. But knight here isn't it either. Yeah, I'll have to go over this after the game because this is definitely winning. I just don't remember the exact continuation. Alright, we have our pawn here. This isn't bad, I guess. We have this pawn on D6. They definitely have some issues in the position. But it's not game losing. They aren't game losing issues, you know. If we go up, they can just take, I think. Would be the main issue there. Let's go up here attacking this pawn. This knight, I mean. We can take this in the center. Now, that is a mistake there. You can take this knight. There's another reason that it's better, though. It's better for another reason. And I don't remember it. But you take here on D5. You're going to capture back here. And then you can have just the bishop take. Here. And this is a free queen here. Alright, so we get a win in this game. I have to see what the actual move was. Because it's not what I played. Because A6 definitely throws it off. And I just win it after that. But I don't think I played it right still. I missed a fork. Witchcraft. I do a fork where? Here. Oh, I'll go back in a second. Up. A fork I missed. Where? Here. Oh, they resign. We actually just go through the game review. I don't think I missed a fork though. If you're talking about on C, I don't think you can do that. But maybe it's something I didn't see at all. Obviously, that's why I missed it. See, 89%. So I didn't do it that bad. So this part's right. That part's right. That part's right. That's right. Oh, it is A3 first. It is A3 first. I think when I take the knight, you have to do that. It's A3 still, really. A3. They take... Ah, you keep pressure. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay. But it is just A3. So I play most of the right moves. But here... Oh, you're saying this when I took the knight. Huh. I will say I was kind of... I wanted this off the board, but I didn't even see it, though. I was so focused on this. I always get the knight out the way because of this idea. But I do miss knight there. Good eye there, but we win the queen. That means the third best move is kind of crazy. Then the queen back. But we start off 4 for 4. I think we played the same 2 people. Yeah, we played the same 2 people. Alright, we're playing someone new this time. D3, D5. We're going to go up here. Oh, let's go for this end game where they... Oh. A pawn sack. I was about to take their queen there, but they sack a pawn in the center. I'm not familiar with this opening. Let's move our knight forward. A lot of pawn sack openings I've been seeing when I stream. And I just don't see them that often when I play actual games. This is an actual game, but like when I play, I don't know, like a rated game online, I don't see these sacrifices. They always catch me off guard. We can go up, I guess. I'm just going to castle, honestly. Like, I know that this is probably, you know, same, opposite side attack and everything. But I don't have a better move, I don't think. Alright, let's just slide this way. This is not ideal. The more trades, the better, I'd say right now. They don't have to trade. Oh, let's trade this for sure. Yes. Take this check. And there is no mate because we have F5. Alright, we're up a minor piece going for the rest of the game. That is a nice save there. I mean, it wasn't a save, but it was an uncomfortable position for a second or two. And we find a way through that. They slide their queen all the way over. Let's just move our bishop back here. Attacking this knight. This is cut off from being checkmate right now, and we're attacking here in the center. We want to get rid of that. And we go knight to d7 on this next one. They move out the way. If you take, they have check here, here. Now, you could get 3 pieces for the queen, which is winning. But why? There's no need to do that. But that is a win, though. I'm like 99% sure. We just want to go pawn forward so there's nothing. A knight down, king just slides up. Queen down, bishop just slides back. And you're fine either way this goes. Let's see, though. And if they take, rook takes, you can really see you're fine. The knight can slide here. It is, man. It is, Matt. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. For it to be such a low percentile, we have a lot of people in the high percentile that tune in here. Yeah, their knight's going to drop. We're going to move our knight here. And then knight here to b6. Trying to control this diagonal, or control these light squares here and this part of the board. They're trying to open up the position. I don't want them to, though. So we're going to push this forward. I don't like the idea of them getting too much happening. Oh. Well. Yeah, there was a free rook there. Good thing it's still winning, or this would be horrible if this wasn't still winning. There was just a free rook, though. There on a1. That I somehow just did not see. But they slide that in. Let's go king forward so that we can push this finally. I guess they can go back here. Oh, they're looking to break through. Let's just go queen here. Attacking. And then we're going to have to move our queen over. I do always miss a free rook. Everything else for free, I see it instantly. But I don't know what it is. It's my... Everyone has a kryptonite, and that's mine, apparently. Because I don't know how many times that's happened on stream. I swear off stream this does not happen. And it's just this one piece. Like, I see free pieces outside of rooks, apparently. I don't know how... This is the weirdest thing that's happened in my chess career, I must say. But the bishop takes here on c3. We're up 5 points. Like, I'm glad I'm still winning. Because I did miss a free rook. They were just sitting there on a1. And knight to g2 completely stops it. Not sure how I let that happen. But yeah, we should still be fine. We're up on time. And I think I'm still slightly better on the board despite missing the free material there. An unfortunate thing happened. But we took down c3. Let's see what they do in response. We're looking for some type of mate there on b2. They have some things they can do instead of allowing the mate, though. Yeah, that's what I was thinking personally. Now up here, so that if they push, we can just lock the structure the other way. Is my thought process with that. So if they go here, we'll go here. If they go there, we go there. Structure will be locked. If they do either any of the other ways I couldn't have locked it, is the thought process behind that. How about rooks? Oh, no, I won't miss this one. Free queen. Alright, we won't miss that again. I'll move my rook over, and that's nice there. Let's go to this next one. We're on a 5-game streak. Let's go to this next game, see if we can make it 6. Alright, d4, bishop f4 on this next move, and then knight to f3. So here, here, up. Alright, bishop f4 immediately. We want to keep our pace, because we've been up on time in most of these games today. Well, I guess not today. This tournament. I guess not against Ryan. But for the most part, we've had good time management. Let's try and maintain that here. I could have kept my bishop on h2. I'm just fully expecting them to take that way. So I'm always thrown off when someone doesn't take that way. Yeah, we take this knight in the center. You see, we're already off to a nice time advantage. Let's see if we can maintain it, though. The bishop can go here to f3, trying to clog this. They could go up, which I was ready for. Now just queen slides, and their bishop's kind of cut off from getting too aggressive here. It doesn't have that many squares, you can see. Now the problem is, what plans do I have to go for with such limited piece play? Not as big of an issue. You just kind of have to find something. You have to find something. We can move our knight, because we wanted to go there, but they stop it. But I still think here. Right, knight here still not that bad. And maybe rook over to try and get on this open file. Knight here might have been better, honestly. Yeah, I'll take that back. Knight c4 makes more sense than what I played. But it's on the board already, so can't take that back. Because the bishop can't get active on this diagonal, we feel safer despite them having this super advanced pawn. We don't have to worry too much about what's happening. Alright, rook over. They want to go for a full exchange? I mean, I'm fine with that if they want a full exchange. Alright, they go up here. Take. Now can we rotate back? We don't have to fully exchange everything. Now we rotate and then maybe go there to that square. Capture. Yeah, and they obviously don't want to have me still attacking that. Bishop can slide in. And now we're getting on the aggressive side, as we're attacking it at 2 of their pawns and at a crucial part of their defense. I'm sure there's a way to defend this. Yeah, I think that is the way. Yeah, that's the way. Like, I'm sure this is defendable. I'm certain. I'm certain. And they have defended it. Do you get rid of the bishop is the question. I don't think so, because their knight's not particularly good. So giving it up for that doesn't make that much sense to me. I'm going to drop back here to h2. Might want to go g4 so that I have that escape square. I don't have to worry about back rank mate at any point. And they lock the structure up. Okay. Now I am thinking... So if you go up, take... I like up, though. Yeah, I'll go up. I don't see any huge wrongs with this. They're looking to attack this square. But can't you guard it with taking here, though? Oh, what? No, what if you take here? Ah, I see the problem. Yeah. Back. Oh, and they guard that. Really? That's not what I thought they were going to do with that. We can move our queen in. We're looking to attack there. And they offer the queen exchange. Take bishop here. And now you're guarding the front and the back. And this pawn's not going to survive. The knight's going to go here now. Oh, it does survive. How did they get out of that? They got out of that. Alright, we're going to have to get our queen, our king involved soon, it seems. Here. Oh, they were on that immediately. Well, what else could you do? The knight's going to have to slide up. they've somehow defended this. I'm not sure where I went wrong. I feel like it was not winning for them the whole time, but they did make it into a win. Oh yeah, that's hanging now. We're just down a piece. That is a tough way for the game to end. We're down this material. Exchange. And what can you do to try and hold it? You're going to have to lose that as well. King's going to slide over. Yeah, this is just stuck. And I think we're going to take our first loss of the tournament here. Because there's nothing you can do to really stop what they're doing. Up. Yeah, and they're just going to get the queen. With 20 seconds left, I think that's more than enough time for them to get the checkmate. Slide this over. Over. They had mate, I think. But it doesn't matter. They get mate anyways. Let's go to this next game. We're sitting at 5 for 6. First place is 5 for 5. So we lose our first place tie with rejection. We're in second now with 17 points. Alright, waiting for this next game. Hopefully we can get a win here. But yeah, we messed up in the towards the end there. As there was probably a way you could have held on to that at some point. Maybe it's not. Let's make sure we don't miss a game. We just keep going back and forth. 2700 to 2650. Oh no, I'm just losing in the end game apparently. Yeah, I never make a mistake in the end game. This is just winning. I didn't realize that. Yeah, they're just up. And you can't push. It's knight here. Ah, interesting. I thought that it was just equal that whole time. That they had a slight advantage at the start of the queen exchange that I didn't calculate, or I didn't see. But the queen's going to slide here to f3. They're looking to attack back. Are they going to repeat? No, first place doesn't want to repeat. They could though since I lost, but maybe they want to win so since I lost they have a chance to just get a decisive advantage. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, E can capture on f6 potentially. And like qf3. Hold on, let's see something. Give me 1 sec. Make sure. Okay, no. Alright, let's go back here. Yeah, we're waiting for a game, so if you want to join in, you can still join in. Yeah, you can still hop in this tournament. Yeah, they went up here to b3. If they take. Alright, not me. I'm not 2600. That is rejection therapy. I am 2100. We go knight here to f6. We're going to go up here to d6 and play what we're used to, because knight c6, there's clearly some things I was not prepared for. Oh, I should start going up there, I think. Okay, castle. They slide forward. Okay, a6. They're looking to slide on this other side of the board. They're trying to slide on the other side here. Move our bishop. I want to push this pawn so bad. But I think the problem is they have here after. I might still have to go for it. Okay, now that is a mistake, right? Because of knight. Oh, wait. You gotta be careful, though. Because of the bishop pin on the rook at the end. So if you take here, take. I think taking with this first is probably better. Because you'll take attacking the queen, then you can drop back. So you win that pawn in the center of the board. You get rid of their control here. No D or E pawn. Now it's kind of easy to see a way to just throw your pieces at them, so to speak. Like just throw all your pieces here on the queen side. Once your queen slides over, so like c5 or like c5 and a5. But they take with the knight again, but you're attacking the queen for a second. So they can't go for this pin. See, they drop back. I'm not going to add defense over here, because I think we have it covered. We're going to go knight here. Well, let's double check. Do you go here or here? Well, if you go here, you just go back, and then you can go bishop up. Or is it back because you're just getting some defenders? I like this better, though. Let's go here attacking the queen. There's no mate because the bishop... Oh, they go in, though. Not what I was expecting. They get aggressive. Let's go up here to g6. Attacking the queen here. We can go bishop here to f6. And then reroute down here. Also queen here if they move the knight somewhere to try and win this on this sweet little tactic. They might go bishop up, rook up. You can't do anything else, honestly. This isn't as good as you would hope for this type of position. Yeah, they go up, you have to go rook here. Maybe some inaccuracies, or a lot of inaccuracies, have been played consecutively. Oh, this is the problem, because they're threatening this, so you kind of just have to take this. But then, yes. And now I'm just losing, because I'm only up a pawn right now. Either I lose this for free. Yeah, you can't do anything right now. Check. Is there any way out? Do you go here? Take, take, take. You're just down a minor piece. And if you take this, take. I mean, that might be the best thing. Like, just to give the queen up for a knight and a rook. Man, this is still not good. But the alternative, I think, was worse. Just to be down a piece completely. I mean, that's untenable. Remove our knight forward here. And then we can move bishop here, check. Very nice ideas from Eddie there. To give a nice advantage. And the rook is so limited because the bishop's so active. So we want to get rid of that bishop if we can. That's priority number one. They move their bishop in. Now trading it this way, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. When I move out the way, and that's because of the way that it's situated, they would get this pawn as well with the queen sitting there. So you don't want to trade that way. That is not an option. We're looking to reroute back here to d6 potentially. Does this check? Well, yeah, check, and then you take. And then you're looking at this and this. And once we get that, it's a little bit easier. Why not knight f4? Oh, wait. I think that's a mistake. Oh, here they have queen up. Right. Yeah, that's the problem. Queen here saves the day for them. It's almost over. But it's not quite over. Well, I'll still take that. Rook captures. Here. Do I want to trade? I guess rook down. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything. You won't have to lose one of these. Like, it's not like you can guard both. Or either, really. Like, you kind of just have to lose that. Rook's going to slide over. Attacking queen. Oh, I didn't see my time. I have 19 seconds left. We're both low on time. Did not realize that at all. Yeah, that's game two. Tough. Oh, that's even worse. I mean, they had that taking. But it doesn't even matter. We weren't going to be able to win that up. And we lose on time. GG. We got cooked in that game. But knight f4, let's see. Knight to f4. I had the knight here. Not here now, because it wasn't free yet, I would say. If you mean on this turn, and maybe you meant it on the turn that I played, though. Maybe you mean here. But yeah, before this, I wouldn't think about it, because they could just slide queen here to f3. We're in second, 2 straight losses, and that pretty much puts us out of contention, as Rejection did not lose. We're down 4, but Amy also lost, so we're still in second place. We're both 5 and 7, so we have a chance to maintain second if we can win this next game here. But David and Eddie stop our 5-game winning streak, our 2-game losing streak. So what we play next, let's watch a game. Apple and Eco here are playing. The bishop's here on e3, looking for an exchange here on e3. Take, take. Take, take. The knight can take. Oh no, the knight can't take. The bishop would have to take, or that would fall there in the center. So yeah, take, knight captures, right? So bishop has to take here on e4 instead. And now take, take, but there's no knight to attack it. So that'd be okay for white there, right? And it's equal material still. A pawn on d5. Anyone can win. The bishop slides over. I wonder if castle's just the best move, given the rook there on the f-file to guard it. White has to be somewhat better. queen up. Now you can just take that and go Q H4 with black. I don't know if that's winning, but it does. I guess you go knight G3. Oh, then go Q B4 and win the pawn on B2. So I think I would take the knight, but they don't go for the take here. They go knight there to D7, and now they castle. Now it's not there because QH4 doesn't come with check. Alright, we see a time advantage for white, though. Maybe that is part of the thought process here for black. They know they're lower. They just have to make some moves because they are down 40 seconds and counting and adding on to that. They take now. I think a move or two late because there's no tactic anymore. And if they would have went there and the king just moved, you ruin their castle. Maybe not game over, but something at least on the positive side is you're throwing off their natural progression and natural flow of the game. But they have a king, a pawn there on F3. They look to go F4 after, but I'm playing Amy here. Alright, D4, D5. This is the battle for second place, really. Because if I lose this, I don't think I can hold on to second. If I win this, I don't think Amy can come back for second. So, very important game. Up here to H6, B6, and Amy has cooked us on the clock the last few times. So let's focus in on time usage. Right now, we're plus 10. Take. We'll drop our knight back. And then we'll just castle here. And then you go over and then bishop back and then pawn up. Okay, they slide over. I'll take this. And then we can go rook here. My only issue, I think just take. Because they have too many pieces. Yeah, they just have too many pieces here. That's the problem. I don't love that. But they had a lot going on this side of the board. F5. En passant. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen there. But I didn't see a better alternative. I just needed to get this, all the attacking chances they had limited, because they had too many. Let's just break open the position and try and play it like this. Because I was not liking what we were getting. It felt like they were just winning. They had all those attackers on my king side, so I just go up here for E5, looking for some exchanges. And we're up on time still, so we're maintaining a good usage of time. Because we're not losing, and we're still playing decent moves. Throw rook forward, because a draw also is fine. I can just, I'll make the bet that I can keep an equal pace with her. Let's go up here. No. Oh, I see the problem now. Because this is hanging, right? But then, the other issue is that they are attacking this. Well, I think I'm just going to move this, though. That feels easier to make back. Okay, slide in. Okay, we're going to go bishop here. This is quite the position. This is quite the position here. I don't know how I hold this. Check. Yeah, can you hold this is the question. I'm not convinced I can. I'm not convinced I can at all. Oh, there's one way you can actually. That's crazy. There's one way you can hold this. They move queen in though. Not what I was expecting. So, was not prepared for that move. We can move our queen over here now. Yes. That should work. Queen here on E8. That should work. Oh, it doesn't work. No. It does not work at all. Yes, we do just go down the exchange. And you have to slide over. Looks like it'll be a loss in a key game again. We're not able to hold on when it matters. Here? Yeah, just a rook for a queen. I mean, there's not... How did I miss? That was such a simple one, too. I don't know how I missed that. Their knight's trying to slide in, up, and they're setting up this mate idea. I mean, what can you really do? King over. 58 seconds. We're going to try and not get mated. But the chances I get mated are probably higher than the chances I don't get mated. going to have to take this, I think. You're not going to be able to hold that the rest of the game. Check. Oh, you have to go back. I just missed that that's checkmate there. Wow, a lot of key misses going on right now. Up. Want to give this check? And then Couture, appreciate those likes there on TikTok. Check again. No, I meant to go up. Yeah, and honestly, that is quite the difference too. Yeah, we're just going to be down all these pawns here on the side of the board. Blockading. Oh, they take the rook. Wow. Yeah, I guess that is just a win. I was not expecting that conversion, though, to be honest. That's not what I was expecting. Yeah, this is just a winning endgame. And I can't do anything about it. That's crazy. I was like, oh, maybe I can get them to mess up with the rook in there. But no, they just trade down into a winning pawn endgame. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm sure they're going to get the queen there in time. But this is our chance for a second. We have to try, but 7 seconds left. I don't think we're going to be able to hold on. There's going to be mate in a move or two. And there's checkmate. I'll do this next game here. Still in third, but if they win the next game they have... You want to play chess? So the way you can join in this tournament, you can join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess. PJS Chess, the same thing as the username on TikTok. And once you're in there, go to the notes section. There'll be a link for the tournament there for you if you want to hop in. That's how you join in Couture. And then if you want to join straight from a link, go to my YouTube or my Twitch. So my YouTube is the same username. Then my Twitch is PJ's Chess 993. And then you can join in that way. So I can't do anything with your user. You can join it. The link will take you straight there. Invite. So I'm not doing 1v1s. I'm doing a tournament right now. So you can join in through the link in the notes section, or the link will be there on my YouTube or my Twitch. Let's watch a game in the meantime. Let's see. Let's close these out. Let's see first place. Rejections in the game. Oh, 2 rooks and 2 pieces for the queen. Another tourney. Not today. I will not do another, but I'll be on. Actually, oh, will I be on tomorrow? I might be on tomorrow. We'll see. But my username. So my user won't be helpful for this. Because you have to join my club, and my club is PJ Chess, so it's the same thing as my TikTok username, PJS Chess. I'll type it in here for you. But yeah, not another one today, though, being I got a quiz tomorrow I got to go study for. But the help room doesn't open until 6, so I'm like, I have some time, so I recorded a YouTube video. Right, yeah, I typed it in chat. But yeah, I recorded a YouTube video, and then I hopped on stream for a little bit, but I am going to have to do school at some point, sadly. Although I would not like to do school, honestly. This is much more fun. Let's watch Rejection in Amy's game. And I'm playing brilliant here. All right, see if we can get this win. D4. Major Applied Engineering Sciences. Up here to E3. Knight to F3. And we go A3 or something. A much needed win if you want to try and hold on to 3rd place at this point. Because David has made a comeback where he's in 2nd now. And then me and Amy are tied for 3rd. So I gotta win this one. Gotta win this one. We can go up here to C3 and A4. Maybe A4. Take here. Thank you, yeah. It's alright. It is cool that it has, it's an engineering degree, but it's hard. There's a lot of work, unfortunately. I've taken 6 class semesters, too, to try and catch up because I switched majors. But I do like the classes, like the main major classes we have to take. Pretty interesting stuff. It's kind of about the environment. Environmental engineering is the closest thing it is in those. Yeah, the rook's going to slide over. Take. Nursing class. Hey, man. I don't know. I think that's cool. Helping people. That's more than I'll probably be doing. That is worth a lot more, I think. We'll move our knight forward here to E4. And maybe queen slides over here. And then knight goes back there. Here. And then knight can go to E5, probably. Also queen over. So queen over, knight E5. Not queen E5. Not there. Knight here, queen over. On the next couple moves I'm thinking about right now. It does. I guess it depends what type, though. This is a free knight. Depends what type. What I'm doing will probably not help people that much, to be honest. We're going to take this here with check, and then we're going to drop back here off in the queen exchange. Offering the exchange here on e6. Maybe knight in here now. We have this extra material. Fork. Looks like we're going to get the win and a must-win spot. Offer the exchange. They go for it there, as you can imagine. Just kind of hard to defend. Check. Either win this or go for the rook trade. So they give that up. Yeah, rook trade is just game over. That's why they keep it. We're going to go here. They're looking to win here on c4. Take. Rook over. Yeah, that's why I wanted. Like, if I could switch majors, like, and be at the same spot, I would switch to environmental engineering. But between that and my major, there's no overlap. So I'd be a freshman again. And I'm not that passionate about it. Like, I'm passionate about it, but to restart school, I think I'm good. We're going to take this here. Check. Then you go here if they go rook over. Rook down. This isn't mate because of king here. So it looks good. I don't think it's game deciding, though. Check. Check. Let's take this pawn, and we're going to take this pawn, too. Let's get rid of everything they have before we go in for the mate. Only move you can play there that's legal. Take this guarding. Then up and then over. And you're going to get the mate eventually. Up. Here. And now you're setting up them losing this rook here. Yep, that's a forced exchange now. And that should get us the queen that's going to win us the game. You see that all the pre-moves are going through now. This pawn is very close. And there is no stalemate right now. So check, check, mate. Alright, and that is the game there. Alright, GG's with this next one. So we're in second with that win, actually. Oh, David drew. Hold on, that wing put us above. I'm going to do that, maybe restarting away while in your major. Yeah, I'm saying, I just don't, it's too far in. If it's something in grad school that's closer to that, maybe at some point in my life, but. So, Sind, I'm doing a tournament. You can join in the tournament. It's a viewer tournament. So if you want to hop in, you can hop in it. You can join my club on chess.com and then go to the notes section and it'll be a link for the tournament. The club is PJ's Chess, or go to my YouTube PJ's Chess or my Twitch PJ's Chess 993 and I can put the link there in the chat for you. But I'm not doing 1v1s right now, just a tourney. So you can hop in that though, and it's not that many people, so I'm sure we get a game in. I play most of the people. I think it's up Apple this tournament. Apple and Eco. I haven't played Eliza, but I mean, this one's almost over, honestly. I may be able to hold on to the second place, though. It is a possibility. I may be able to hold on to second. But let's see. Amy versus Rejection. I need Rejection to win, honestly. No, draw! No! That's not what I needed to see. Now I need to see. This game's not going to end with 3 minutes left in the tournament. Not really enough time, but we're going to try and, you know, make it entertaining at least. So get the exchange of bishops on d6, pawn 4, and then Qatar, appreciate those likes there on TikTok. Queen here, or Couture. How do I pronounce your name? Couture? When I castle, we can exchange, but they can go there. Up here to a4, take, and then rook to e1. But they bring their knight over. Let's go a5. Now I'm not sure. We can take this and then knight here. Are you going for the center? Let's make this an isolated pawn now. The knight's going to jump here, attacking the queen. And then we can go here, attacking the queen again, and attacking that pawn. Alright, now we're going to slide our rook over, I think, so that my queen can move here without worrying of a fork. Queen's going to move. I guess the knight's guarding it, but I don't want the knight to also be forced there. Not how I envision using my piece there. Queen in, looking to attack. And they move their knight in. Okay. I like knight here then. This is very interesting. I'm not sure how you can hold this. Let's go up, rook down. And we're still putting pressure on a few key spots. Maybe queen back here for some diagonal pressure. That's another idea. And they guard that. That was not a long-term solution to trying to win this game. The knight's going to have to drop back, opening up that this is an isolated pawn in the center. The rooks can pile up on it. I just think the problem is, even if you pile up like I'm about to... Oh, this is a problem though. Knight's going to jump in the center. You're going to win the exchange. Now you're cooking with something. You're going to take here, and now we have some material advantage. Alright, they're down the exchange. We're even looking at an idea of like c4 on this next turn. With c4 be able to break through the center of the board. They slide over. Okay. We can go up here, offering the exchange, and that could be useful. They slide their queen. We can go up here attacking. Take this. That's a free rook. And then we're going to go queen down here, forcing the queen exchange. There's no checkmate. Forcing the trade of queens. And we get the win there. Alright, we're in second. By far, we're 4 ahead of the two. Third and fourth are tied at 18. But with that win, we are 4 points ahead. And we should hold on to second. Rejection is here in first. Ryan called it. Rejection does win the tournament more than likely. No one can catch up. I get second. I mean, I got third and second. Not bad finishes. I mean, 7 for 10. Finished on a 2-game win streak. Definitely won when it mattered most. The last 2 games probably my most accurate games too, because I was on a 3-game losing streak. And here I had what? 88.2. In that other game, it felt pretty high as well against Brilliant. Let's see. Was it though? It's here at 91.3. Yeah. So we had some nice games when it mattered the most there. But let's announce our winner. So first place Rejection, as mentioned. Second place me at 22. Rejection got 30 points, by the way. 8.5 for 9. And then David got 18 for third. And then Amy in fourth with 18 as well. They were tied, but David got the tiebreaker. So that'll be it for today's stream. If you want to support me, you can check out my YouTube, PJ's Chess. So is my Instagram, and so is my TikTok. All PJ's Chess. And then you already saw your dream. Hey, 8.5 for 9 is still amazing, bro. And then PJ's Chess 993 there on Twitch if you want to go there. Also, I posted a video yesterday and a video today on YouTube. If you want to see my Collegiate Chess League tournaments, we won a game in double overtime, and we won the quarterfinals. We're going to the semifinals this weekend. And then I have one tomorrow that's an NBA trivia one. So if you want to check those out, my YouTube's PJ's Chess, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.